box, Glaze. Knock him out the box, knock him out the box, Glaze. Knock him out the box, knock him out the box, Glaze. Knock him out the box, knock him out the box, Glaze. Knock him out the box. Who you know more realer, stories with more thriller. Spit real facts, who you know more chiller. Knock him out the box, Glaze. Knock him out the box, knock him out the box, Glaze. Knock him out the box. Once upon a time not long ago in the streets of Brooklyn, Glaze had him shookin'. If he liked what you had, that took it. Give me gangsta moves, ran with some gangsta dudes. You know I'm Brooklyn dude, straight take you fool. Me get that real 50 Cent, fat cat and pep. Had blocks on live, BGG the movement. Here to make improvements. Knock him out the box, Glaze. Knock him out the box, knock him out the box, Glaze. Knock him out the box. You know more realers.
He goes away on conspiracy charges. He had been arrested and prosecuted based on a search of a premises that he was in.
These were dirty cops who were working with a dirty, lying CI. Sergeant Forster and Myron Cherry both lied under oath just to try to arrest me. James, Bimmy, Antney has been a CI for over 40 years. Bimmy is the CI they described in this search warrant affidavit and lies that 2 people were kidnapped and beaten in near death. It was a lie. When they did the search, no evidence of a kidnapping existed. This is what informants do. They lie. And the police and prosecutors don't care. They just want to win no matter what.
Ultimately, they threw out the search, but...
Hey, good day, good day, good day, good day. Thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, I am the real Brian Glaze Gibbs. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, share, support. I was once the problem. Now what I'm seeking to do is right my wrong and become part of the solution. Let's get straight to it. Within the last few days, they dropped the documentary, The Supreme Truth. Make sure y'all go check it out right now at www.prince, Prince, Miller, Miller, NYC.com. Okay, with that documentary, what happened? After all these years, Supreme, Kenneth McGriff, the leader of the Supreme team, who's Bimmy, say, it's my brother for years, my brother. So what he did, finally, he let the cat out of the bag. And what he say was what people have been known for years, that Bim been a CI since 1985. So what I want you to do is, I'm going to go back and forth, and I want y'all to listen to Bimmy responds the first time the accusation came out about a couple years ago with him and Troy, and how he say, I signed an affidavit. I want y'all to watch his energy and listen to him as he talk about somebody calling you a snitch, somebody calling you a rat. And right now look at his response. Okay? See how he, counterattacked that. He was mad. He was pissed. And I don't know about y'all guys. I know if you ever got an ASS whipping, you about to get an ass whipping, you got an ASS whipping for nothing. You know you didn't do it. You going fool. I didn't do it. But once again, when somebody tell him about the Troy situation, and he said, I went down to Rasheen off with the lawyer with Rasheen, and we signed an affidavit. Why would you have to sign an affidavit if you never say nothing in the first place? So you just trying to recant it. And then right now he did an interview with Wack. And when Wack and him is talking, what he's doing, what he's speaking about. You know what he's speaking about? Right now, Wack say, if you had anything, what would you say to Preem? Oh, I'll say Preem. Wait a minute, man. I would have been, you listen here, mother. You know goddamn well I didn't rat. You a rat. No, he was all calm and peaceful and humble. I want y'all to check it out, and I'll be back.
Done, bro. What you need to do, nigga, is contact Troy's lawyer and see me, my man Rashid, went up there and I signed an affidavit. Nigga, I ain't never said nothing about his name.
Okay, so you heard it for yourself, man. That was him right now a few years ago. And he going at her like a madman. So you mean to tell me, when Preem hit the internet and that documentary dropped, and right now everybody and their mama heard it. They heard it with their own ears. That Preem called you a CI since 1985. And when Wack asks you, what you have to say. What happened to that energy? You supposed to be saying, yo, you out your rabbit mind. You know goddamn well. But no, you went on to tell them and you confirmed. You say, well, I was in the bullpen with them. Okay, let's sit back and think about why you was in the bullpen with them. You know why you was in the bullpen with them? Because once again, in the paperwork, it say the CI right now is told them, let them go back to the house. Let them get arrested with all of them to take the heat off of them. So guess what? Everybody won't be knowing that it was him. I want y'all to listen to him and Wack, and I'll be back.
Boom, boom, boom. Like, come on, dog. I was 35 with you. Me, Preem, and Vaughn. We in the bullpen, dog, all of us. I'm in there with y'all niggas.
Yo, bro, if you could say something right now in the state that they have your name, if you could say something to Preem, if you was on the phone right now with Preem, what would you say to him?
Why would you do that? Like, I'm from your school. Why would you do that? Like, why would you, I ain't gonna say waste all his time, because all of it is bullshit. Why would you do that to me and listen to these niggas out in the streets to make you say some shit against me that you know it ain't true? Why would you do that? You know what I mean? It don't add up. Bro, I got arrested with you. I didn't go nowhere. I'm with you in the pen. I can't make that up. I'm in the pen with you. You told me to play adults. I was too young. He said, yo, play adults. And they want me to go to adolescence by myself because they said, niggas wild. Don't let them go there by yourself. You're too young. You never been to jail. Yo, play adults. Come with us.
They wanted to be able to watch you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, well, look, we're going to conclude it at that, bro. It don't get more powerful than that, but, you know, end of the day, just James, Bimmy, Antney, everybody know who he is.
So, you know, y'all just listen to him and Wack. And to me, you know what? That energy sound like, please forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. That's what that sound like to me. But once again, who am I, man? Hey, listen, honestly, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And right now is that dude been a CI since 1985. So he been getting paid as a confidential informant. He been getting paid in the drug game. He been getting paid being on the road with Run DMC, then getting into the music game with Def Jam. So guess what? He been doing his thing. So at the end of the day, guess what happened? We'll see. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, support. I'm the real Brian Glaze Gibbs. If I can change, anybody can change.
My mom used to tell me about the good old days. Gucci velour suits, nice cars and rope chains. A time and a place where everybody had a hustle. Some people had brains, some people had muscle. Some people had both, a dangerous combination. A couple steps ahead of any sticky situation. Know when to make the move and know when to stay and be patient. And just because you're flesh and blood doesn't make you related. She used to tell me a story about the amazing Glaze. Him and your pops was like brothers, but that nigga was...
We're probably the most ruthless and notorious cocaine crack enterprise in the city, that being Howard Happy Mason and Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols.
NYPD rookie police officer was murdered, executioner style. And as I'm listening to that, I'm like, whoa.
You actually dealt with Brian Glaze, huh?
I dealt with him years ago, back in the 80s, early 90s. I was where he was arrested by my partner back in those days for several murders himself.
Not bad. I was given to me by a police officer in New York called Matt Byrne, whose son was gunned down by these drug dealers up there in New York City.
Glaze was probably within the top 10 people in the city, but I'm going to say that he was probably one of the top 2 or 3 in Brooklyn. You know, drug dealers. And control the drug organization.
And you know what I did? When I got the phone, I told my man, the next time we see him, he's out of here. Yeah. Less than 12 hours, that nigga was dead.
Is this the second person you murdered?
No. Because, like, right now, if you're going by the timeline, by that time, there's a few more before him.
You know, I heard so many good things about you. What I really like is, I know you're a tough guy. And I've known that for quite a while, and you changed your life, and you're coming around, and you're right. We're from New York, we're New Yorkers. no matter what color you are, no matter what religion you are, no matter what you are. You know, we're New Yorkers.
Well, he was a drug kingpin himself. He was a drug lord himself back in those days, and he operated out of Brooklyn and East New York, and you know, he committed a lot of violent acts himself. So, if anybody knows the streets, I mean, he knows the streets.
Tottenham.
Yeah, you gotta worry about them guys. But we only have to worry about those guys in Vanderveer and stuff. You know, we all knew Glaze and Tutton, all those guys.
Yeah.
I know Glaze, Supreme Team. What up, Glaze? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, inside the mind of the killer, the brain.
Supreme McGriff.
It was all a lie. They don't want you to transition. They want to keep you right where you're at.
Rapper 50 Cent was shot 9 times.
Speculation that the hit was ordered by Kenneth Supreme McGriff.
They made it up in order to be able to prosecute.
I remember talking to Brent. I don't know what you're doing. You're going to be on the front page of the paper.
Because I can't believe this nigga is firing a gun at a nigga over a fucking dispute about a check that I had nothing to do with.
A ruthless street empire.
What has become known as the Supreme Team.
All the sensational stories in the press.